Welcome back. It's time for another golden envelope quest. Let's see what happens in the inn this time.
All right, let's get back to gathering info on wedding ceremonies. You and Rinwell looked into flowers, right? So what's next on the docket?
We have a docket?
I'm thinking food should be next. The food at Kagari's wedding was really amazing. I still remember it.
Oh, I'm gonna get hungry again, aren't I?
That's so. Hey, didn't I hear something real similar from Shion? That was close. I almost let something slip.
I mean, you let slip that you almost let something slip. You said that out loud, Law.
I don't know anything about that. I just have an interest in wedding foods. What should be served, how it should be prepared, stuff like that. I just want to learn.
True, you can't just serve anything you want that tastes good. If you served hot dogs at a wedding, people would riot.
Hot dogs at a wedding. Huh. Write that down, write that down.
Yeah. Wedding food should be a treat for the guests. So I'm sure Danins and Renins will each prefer different things.
Let's start by looking into the Renin side.
Yeah, I agree. We can begin by asking Dohalim.
Sorry. Dohalim's on Shion distraction duty.
Dude.
I'm doing my best to keep her in the dark too, so we've got to be sure she doesn't overhear us.
I see. In that case, maybe Dohalim's friends Avakir and Faria can help us out.
Those two that were on Lenegus. They're over in Pelagian now, right?
To Pelagian!
Yeah, that's a good place to start. Let's go see them and see what they have to say.
Well, why did we start the quest here? Shion's diary has been added. You mean updated, surely? A feast of blessings.
Dinner at a wedding reception. What would you pick for the menu, Law?
I'd want a bunch of tasty meat. Just pile my plate with meat and I'll be happy as a clam.
I should have known you'd say that. And I imagine you're not the only one who feels that way.
Right? But since it's a fancy shindig, I guess you probably need some fancy food too.
True. I hope Avakir and Faria can give me some good suggestions.
I think if I was in Law's position, I would be similar, but I'd want something like sausages. And we're not talking, like, just meat sausages, obviously. You want Cumberland sausages. The good kind, herbs and spices inside them with the meat. Oh, delicious, delicious. So, where exactly are we going? There, right. So, there they are. Right, so, I mean, I came all the way over here from this location for this quest. What was the point? Just start the quest here, like have the inn here.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
It's fine, it's fine. How are you two? Again.
I know it's sudden, but Dohalim's busy, so we were hoping the two of you could tell us a bit about Renin customs.
I'm surprised you'd come to us, but we'd be happy to help out a friend of Doe's.
I know you would.
Huh. I didn't know weddings were popular here. They're a custom that goes way back on Rena.
What kind of food do you serve at Renin weddings?
Let's see. For the guests... Oh, you've got to have a huge cake.
Oh, I mean, that much is a given at any kind of gathering of people for such an event. You just gotta have a cake.
The bride and groom cut the cake together in front of all the guests, then feed each other a slice.
They feed each other? I'd be too embarrassed to do something like that.
Wait, Alphen, are you asking about weddings to prepare for your own?
Oh, look at her face. Well, look at both of their faces. Just complete shock and bewilderment.
In that case, you've got to make sure your partner has a say. But I guess that would be tough if you want to make it a surprise.
I mean, the whole wedding's a surprise to both of them at this point, but...
No. I'm just curious, so I'm doing some research.
Uh-huh.
I'm not keeping this a secret because I want to surprise someone. I'm just not familiar with the customs and want to learn.
What's reanimation there, Alphen?
I see. Seeking knowledge on subjects out of your wheelhouse is a noble pursuit.
You've taught us a lot. Thanks, Avakir. Thanks, Faria.
Look at Faria. She's properly enjoying this.
Now that we've learned about Renin customs, why don't we ask someone about the Danon ones?
Sure, but who should we ask? I guess we could start by going to see Doc.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head to Uzlebek.
Let's.
Does Doc's knowledge include weddings and food and stuff like that too?
I'm not sure. But the more I think about it, I suppose those aren't really his areas of expertise. I guess I might have a bad habit of turning to Doc whenever I have a problem.
You must really trust him. It's good to have someone like that when you're lost or confused. And he clearly doesn't mind.
Oh, clearly. Have you asked if he does mind? I mean, you know, maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't want to be bothered all day with silly questions. Nah, not Doc. Not Doc. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. At least I hope he is.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Good, otherwise the waypoint traveling would be very dangerous. You arrive in several pieces? That's a problem.
Hey, Doc. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Do you know anything about weddings?
Weddings? I don't even know what that is, let alone what kind of food you should serve. Calaglio was poor, and we couldn't even afford to think about stuff like that when we were slaves.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I've heard of weddings. There's ceremonies for people that are getting married, right?
Married, you say? Alphen, you thinking of settling down?
It's more that I haven't thought about it enough, so I want to prepare a little for when the time comes.
I was all prepared to take a parental role and give you my blessing, but you're not tying the knot?
He's not tying the knot, not. Wait, what? Not?
You know, Alphen, you really haven't changed at all.
He really hasn't. He really hasn't.
Maybe not. There's still a lot I don't know. So much I have to learn.
So if Doc doesn't know anything, what now? I can't think of anyone else who might know about weddings.
Do you know anyone who's done that marriage ceremony? If you do, maybe you could ask them.
Oh, right! We do know one couple.
Kagari and Notio. Of course, why didn't I think of asking them?
You fools.
We attended their wedding, and theirs is the one that set off this whole wedding craze to begin with. They're the perfect pair for us to talk to.
Then our next destination is set. I'm sure they'll have all kinds of useful information.
Seems like everything's settled here then.
Good luck, Alphen.
Boy. Shion's diary has been updated. We'll have a look at that at the end, don't worry.
Next, we should go to Kagari and Notio's place. Let's head to Thistleum.
They sure get along well. Like they're in their own little world together.
Well, they're married, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, for them. But it's hard to know how to respond when they're acting like that.
I can imagine. Right. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, right next to the fast travel waypoint thingy. Yes.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hello.
Oh my, hello. Are you here for Notio? Or did you come to see me?
Both of you, actually. Can we ask you some questions about wedding ceremonies?
Of course. It would be our pleasure. Our wedding ceremony is one of my most important memories with my beloved Kagari. Ask us anything.
What should we talk about first? How about the day I decided to marry my sweet Notio?
Sorry. Maybe we can get to that later. For now, I want to know about the food.
See, I'm currently gathering information on food that's served at weddings. What kinds of dishes guests will enjoy, that kind of thing.
You okay there, Law? You're scratching your chest quite a bit. Is it the fibers? Maybe we should change your costume.
You two have experience, so I was hoping you could share your insights.
Of course. We'd be happy to. Our ceremony was very simple, but we did it our way.
We didn't worry too much about Danon or Renin traditions. We decided to do whatever made us happy.
You hear that, Law? Hot dogs it is!
It's the thought that counts, after all. I think you should prepare whatever the couple wants to eat, or something they want their guests to eat.
The thought that counts. Taking care of your guests, you mean? Thank you. That's helpful.
Oh, and we prepared dishes with ingredients that are said to be auspicious.
Since everyone came all the way just for us, we wanted our guests to feel happy too.
Everyone who attended seemed to enjoy it, so I recommend doing the same.
I mean, what kind of food is auspicious, though?
But gathering everything was quite an ordeal. Remember, Notio? We were only able to serve what we did through sheer luck.
What do you mean by sheer luck?
The merchant we talked to said it was a miracle he got everything, and that he'd never be able to manage it again.
Wow, it's that much trouble. And it may be tough to procure those kinds of ingredients. If that's the case, then we should try to gather everything ourselves and see what we can do.
You want to gather things now? Even though you're not getting married yet?
Yeah, I want to make sure I know how to get what I need. I want all my bases covered.
Okay. You sure put your all into things you're serious about, huh, Alphen?
Again, that's one of his qualities that has definitely not changed as long as we've known him.
I appreciate your help, Law. So, what kinds of auspicious ingredients should we go after?
Sea bream is a high-class fish with an elegant taste, so it's often seen in celebratory meals in Thistleum.
Oh, lovely.
They also said something about lemons bringing good luck. I don't know why, but they said it'll keep you from catching a cold.
Where I'm from, we eat rat pig meat on special occasions. It's supposed to be good for your health.
Sounds like certain ingredients carry special meaning. We'll see what we can scrounge out.
No. This is a special occasion. You don't scrounge up stuff. Come on, Alphen. Are you paying attention to anything anyone has said during this? Look at Law's face.
Food we both like that also feels special. Guess I'll start with stuff I like. Be a good idea to find some spices. The spiciest stuff they've got around here.
I'd caution against too many unusual flavors. It's best to stick with the recommended ingredients, especially in your case, Alphen.
So the question is, do I already have the materials I need? So, what is it? Field guide. Is it? Oh yeah, there's the diary. Where was the quests again? Oh, it was on the map, wasn't it? So we just need the 3 wrapping meat. Okay, so what we need to do is the ranch here. So, Bogdal, let's raise some livestock. Send to the barn some wrappings. Confirm and select feed. Miracle feed! We want the best kind of wrapping meat, don't we? We may as well just get extra. Could make some lovely meals. Right. So now we need to just wait. We'll just wait. So, be back in a second. And there we go. So how much did we get? We got 9 wrapping meat. Lovely. Right. So let's see about getting that sea bream then, because we're still missing that. Apparently, we can get it from the waters around Thistleum. Very simple. Whoa! Diving there. Dive. Flatfish.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
Do I have to leave and come back to get more of that? Maybe we'll get lucky over here. Maybe. I could swim out to sea.
All right. That's all the ingredients they wanted.
Should we head back to see Kagari and Notio and Thistleum then?
I think we should. Oh, look. There they are. How lucky.
You've already got some auspicious ingredients. And I went on and on about how hard it'd be to get them. Seems I was wasting my breath.
It definitely wasn't easy.
Now we had to wait like 40 minutes for some pigs to grow up.
Okay. I think we got a handle on how to gather what we need. We should be able to lend a hand next time someone's having a ceremony. I also know what to do to prepare for my own wedding. Yeah, if I ever have one, I mean.
Oh, yeah, whenever that would be, you know.
How about that? I think we got some good info.
If you're doing all this to prepare for your own wedding, you should fully understand what your partner wants before planning the menu.
But I have all the meat and stuff already. I'm done.
What my partner wants.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy.
It's not like that, Kagari. But people keep telling me the same thing. To take my partner's wishes into consideration. But I'm still just doing research, so I don't really understand what that means.
That you take into account how they feel. Why is that hard to understand, mate? What?
So you're doing research to understand what you want for yourself. I think that's wonderful too.
Some people are satisfied as long as they end up married and don't do any planning at all. Those kinds of people are the worst.
I disagree. I appreciate the more quiet kind of weddings.
Yeah, that was a close one.
We got some great advice. So I think that should about do it for our culinary investigation.
I feel like there was some other auspicious food, but I can't recall what it was.
What? There's more?
Oh, we're not done?
I'm sorry, but I'm sure there was some delicious and auspicious food that both Renans and Danans enjoy. It was the hardest one to get our hands on. Someone knowledgeable about gourmet should know what it is.
Gourmet, you say?
Well, now that's got me curious. We've already come this far. We should try to gather some ingredients.
Man, I knew you'd say that. But how are we supposed to do that when we don't even know what you want? Ah, maybe that old man will know. You know, the one traveling around in search of fine delicacies?
Yeah, but who knows where he is?
Gordino. He's definitely the perfect person to ask.
I know, right? Let's go talk to him next.
Thanks for all the help, both of you.
I hope what we shared was useful.
So do I. If it's not, it's completely pointless.
I wonder where our old foodie friend is now.
We'll probably run into him if we go somewhere famous for its food, right?
I hope he hasn't collapsed again while searching for his next culinary obsession.
Well, we're going to find him collapsed, aren't we? Somewhere out there. Where is he? I'm on the wrong thing. Where are you? There you are, Visinked. Somewhere. Ah, you're down there. Okay, let's go have a word.
Oh, look who it is. What can I do for you? Got more questions about gastronomy?
I mean, we have one in particular, yes.
An auspicious food for weddings that both Denons and Renans enjoy. I know a few things that fit the bill.
Okay, so are any of them something that, she likes?
She? She who?
Huh? What was that? Speak up!
Well, it's, Shion. I need something Shion likes.
Law's face. I love the facial animations in this. He's just full on like, oh, he said it!
Wow! What are you so angry about? What did I do?
You didn't do anything wrong, Gordino. Shion's name just kinda came to mind. Just leave it at that.
For now.
Well, I've got no idea what's going on. But I know just the thing for that young woman who's always hungry.
Oh, come on, just say it already.
Danons love it. Renans love it. That young woman who is always hungry does too. And it's auspicious. Boss Fish checks all the boxes.
Boss Fish, please don't be fishing.
In the gastronomy world, they say that if you eat a boss fish at a special occasion, your family will be bestowed with safety.
I didn't know there were legends like that in gastronomy. But it sounds like boss fish is perfect. We'll scrounge some up.
Stop scrounging!
Oh, it won't be that easy. Boss fish are hard to find. However, if you aren't able to pass this test, you won't get my blessing to marry my daughter.
What?
Who said anything about marrying your daughter? I don't need your blessing.
Obviously, I'm joking. I don't have a daughter, but I've always wanted to say that.
What?
At any rate, I'm not kidding about boss fish. Good luck getting your hands on some. You'll need it.
Oh no. Please don't be fishing.
Sorry it's taken so long, but we're finally nearing the end of our ingredient search.
Don't get careless now. We need to save our strength for the battle with the boss fish.
Wow, she's really into this.
To think, the day would come where I face down a boss fish. This is so exciting.
Alright, calm down, calm down. Acquire one boss fish. Oh no. It's gonna be fishing, isn't it? Hopefully I can just, wander around and pick one up out of the water. Swim around. Swim around is what I mean. Hopefully I can just swim around and pick one up. We'll see though, we'll see. Please, I beseech you, your majesty, can you bestow upon me a boss fish and save me from fishing? Awful coot. Yes, they can. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Yes, and I have the gold available, so that's perfect. Lovely. Hoot. Hoot hoot. Thank you.
So this is the boss fish? Nice!
Let's deliver it to Gordino.
We've got all the ingredients for that recipe now.
Great. I'll let you cook then.
Wait, what?
I'm so happy I don't have to do any fishing.
Oh, there's no mistaking it. That's a boss fish for sure. It must have been quite the trial to get this.
Oh, yeah, quite.
But hospitality would be meaningless if it were easy, now wouldn't it? You've done well, son. Okay, I'll allow you to marry her, but I won't forgive you if you make my daughter unhappy.
That's completely understandable. Wait, you don't have a daughter, we covered this.
Not this again.
Jokes aside, if you can get your hands on boss fish, then you should be able to get any ingredients you need.
Thanks. I think it's fair to say we've perfectly understood how to gather what we need.
Go to the owls.
We learned about wedding dishes and how to gather the ingredients. So you must be satisfied now, right, Alphen?
Indeed. I owe you my thanks as well, Law.
If you ever need more advice about the menu for your wedding, don't hesitate to come see your friend Gordino. Regardless, my fabulous recipe deserves a name. Absolutely exquisite! I'm in heaven. Harmonized!
Yes, indeed. Harmonized.
I hope someday she'll be on board with making the menu too, Alphen. I'm sure she, your partner, will be happy with anything Gordino cooks.
Uh-huh.
Something my partner will enjoy. I need to think about that, too.
Something bothering you?
No, it's just... everyone we've talked to has mentioned the same thing. My ultimate goal is to learn more about weddings and marriage. That hasn't changed. But Kagari and Notio said that isn't enough, and that I have to think more about my partner.
Right, that's why we looked into boss fish. Isn't that enough?
Maybe, but I don't know if it counts as taking my partner into consideration. I'll have to give it some more thought.
Shion's diary has been added. No, we must look at that before we continue. I nearly got most of my money back, right? At least it saved me on the fishing. Thank you, owls.
I've learned a lot about ingredients and cooking.
Let me know the next time you're having trouble. I'll be glad to help.
Thanks. I appreciate the offer.
No problem. Leave it all to me.
Hoot hoot. Right, so Shion's diary is what we're after here. Field guide, Shion's diary. Lord is acting weird. Lord told me to give him enough in space when they're talking. Apparently they're discussing something really serious and important. Sounds suspicious to me. Very suspicious, a little too suspicious. I swear, Law was grinning more than usual. He must be up to something. He's not good at hiding things. I wish Alphen wasn't mixed up in it. Though, he's a bit of a softie, so I'm worried. Maybe I should just keep an eye on things. Alright, hopefully I'm just overthinking things. Seems like Alphen and Doc were having a really deep conversation. Maybe Law wasn't joking about discussing something serious with Alphen and this is somehow related. But when I tried to ask what they were talking about, Doalim stopped me, so I never found out. I asked, do you think Law's planning something? He's acting so strange. But Doalim sidestepped the question and said, isn't Law's behavior always a little strange? Law is obviously acting suspicious, and Doalim is trying to throw me off the trail. Come to think of it, Kisara was acting strange too. And I feel like Alphen and Rinwell kept glancing over at me. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I feel like everyone except me is involved in some sort of discussion. I can't help but think maybe, just maybe, they found out about that. Oh my. Staying with Cordino? I ran into the old foodie and he said something confusing. If I had a daughter, she'd be like you. If you ever end up in a different situation and things get rough, you can always come back home. He's been wandering around on a journey, hasn't he? So what does he mean, come back home? And why would I go to him anyway? I have no idea what he was trying to say. Maybe the reason he talked to me like that is because everyone already knows about my secret. It would be horrible if everyone turned against me for it. If that happens, then maybe going to stay with him isn't a bad option. No. That'd be awful. Alright, fair enough. I like these little insights into Shion there. Anyway, that's what's gonna be done for this part. In the next part, I assume there's no random side quest popped up again, has there? We'll have again. You never know, you never know. No, we look like we're good. So, we'll head over to the Mausoleum of the Jungle and carry on the story in the next part. Ta-da for now.